Last fall, I made one simple change to my diet. It was so simple that I didn't really expect much from it, but at the time, I was starving all the time and my body was craving something. It turned out there was only one way to satisfy my appetite, and within weeks, I started noticing a difference. My hair feels a little bit stronger. I was noticing less shedding in the shower, and my skin appears a little bit firmer. My energy levels during the day are much more steady, and my constant cravings for more food were finally gone. The biggest thing I changed was I increased my protein. And here's the thing, I thought I was getting enough, but as it turned out, I needed more. And once I started listening to my body, that's when things really started to change. So in today's video, I want to show you exactly how I increased my protein in a very simple, realistic way. No complicated diets, no measuring, no math. Here's just a few of the easy high protein meals I've been eating that made this change sustainable. Hi everyone, and welcome to Free Range Sativa. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Now in my last video, I talked about how increasing my protein was an important step towards reversing my stress-related hair loss. But not only does adding more protein to your diet help your hair, it can also help your body in other ways. For example, it can increase your energy, and in my case, it's helping me to put on more muscle mass, which in turn increases your metabolism, so you're not going to be putting on fat or weight. As it turns out, my mother had 3 dental extractions earlier this week, and her dentist told her to add more protein to her diet during the healing process. And then yesterday, I took her to see her primary care, and she said the exact same thing. It seems everyone is talking about protein and everyone appreciates how important it is for your good health. Protein is on everyone's lips these days. So I'm going to show you what protein was on my lips yesterday when I ate one of my favorite high protein breakfasts. Let's take a look. This breakfast starts with skyr or Greek yogurt. It's thick and rich with about 18 grams of protein per serving. I have about a half a cup of the plain, full-fat yogurt with a sprinkle of cinnamon, which is great for balancing blood sugar and adding extra antioxidants to help fight inflammation. I added frozen raspberries that have been thawed on top for more antioxidants. Followed by about 1/3 of a cup of this oat and quinoa granola. Some black sesame seeds, and chopped nuts. So although my meals are more protein forward, I'm also paying attention to how much fiber I'm getting in my diet, and I've increased my fiber as well, particularly soluble fiber, hence the berries and the granola. There's 12 grams of protein in the yogurt, and the nuts, granola, and seeds combined add maybe another 5 or so grams of protein. What you didn't see is that I also had a glass of water with half a scoop of collagen added for an additional 5 grams of protein, which combined brought my total to about 22 grams of protein for breakfast. For all you oatmeal lovers out there, if I'm having hot oatmeal for breakfast, I always add a scoop of protein powder plus a half a scoop of collagen powder. And then I'll have maybe a half a cup of cottage cheese on the side for a total of a whopping 30 grams of protein, not to mention all the soluble fiber you're getting. I recently made a quinoa salad for lunch that was very satisfying for lunch or for dinner. A cup of quinoa contains about 8 grams of protein and 5 grams of fiber. It's also a complete protein, so it's got all 9 essential amino acids that you need. Fun fact, it's a member of the spinach and chard family, and it's a seed, not a grain. So you're going to want to soak your quinoa for 1 to 2 hours before you cook it. It helps if you add a splash of an acid like apple cider vinegar or lemon juice. That just helps the process along. After soaking, you want to rinse it really well, and then you cook it just like you would normally cook rice. So for a cup of quinoa, you'd add 1 3/4 to 2 cups of water. Bring it to a boil, let it simmer for 15 minutes, turn off the heat, keep it covered, and let it sit and rest for 5 to 10 minutes. Then you can uncover it and fluff it up with a fork. You do this to help you digest the quinoa just like you would soak dried beans before you cook them. However, I will say that sometimes if I don't have time to pre-soak, I will just rinse the quinoa really, really well, which also helps. There has a coating on the seed itself that you want to get rid of because that can really cause you tummy upset. So I just rinse it really well and then go ahead and cook it. I get my quinoa from the bulk bins at the grocery store, but now you can buy quinoa that has already been pre-soaked and pre-washed. So you can just open the package and cook it right away. Genius! And you can find it at iHerb, so I'll put a link to it in the description below. So these are the ingredients we're putting into the quinoa salad today. I've got chives and dill. I want to use up the rest of these organic heirloom tomatoes. I'm also going to add some olives. And this is what's going to make the difference. If you notice, all these things are coming from Trader Joe's. So this cave-aged cheese from Trader Joe's is in stores right now, and it's delicious, especially if you like a strong, complex flavored cheese. Normally you would put feta in something like this, but this is just going to take it to the next level. This and the dressing. So I'm going to prep everything, and the quinoa is cooking right now, but it'll be ready in about 5 or 10 minutes. I'm adding tomatoes, chopped olives, fresh herbs, cheese, chicken breast, pecans. Once you've cooked your quinoa, let it cool a bit before assembling the salad. This is tricolor quinoa, which is just prettier. I'm gonna do the herbs. Got dill, chives, a lot of chives. I love that oniony flavor. And you can use scallions or even red onions, whatever you like. But the onion is a nice flavor in here. Because this is going to be a meal, that's chicken. Just a chicken breast chopped up. I'm putting in there. Here's the dressing. This is lemon, olive oil, oregano, salt, pepper, and a healthy pinch of turmeric. You won't taste it, but it just gives it a little bit more health benefits. The vinaigrette is the best I've ever made, and it's only 4 basic ingredients. But yeah, the chicken is optional. The first time I made this, I did not include it. Let's just mix this up. But that dressing is everything. And now that it's mixed, the last thing that I'm going to put on it is I'm just going to sprinkle over the top with some chopped walnuts and pecans, just for an extra crunch. And it's all done. Ready to eat. Next up is one of the quickest, easiest, and most versatile of meals. I love lean ground beef. And my body, it seems to be the easiest protein for my body to digest. This Southwest skillet recipe has 40 grams of protein per serving. And when I cooked it, I added in beef bone broth and cooked pinto beans for extra protein and a little extra fiber, which brought the total, it brings the total up to about 45 grams of protein per serving. Saute the ground beef and onions until almost cooked through. Then add your spices, salt, and pepper. Set the meat to the side, and in the same skillet add the chopped tomatoes, cubed sweet potato, I remove the skins first, beef broth, Anaheim green chilies, and additional chili powder. Let simmer covered for about 20 minutes or until the potatoes are soft, after which you can add the meat back in, cover, and let it cook for another 5 minutes. I served it over chopped lettuce with a topping of cheese and cilantro. This is a basic recipe that you can switch up by adding your favorite exotic spice blend. So Mediterranean spices, curry, jerk, barat, or za'atar. I mean, no matter, the choices are limitless, only limited by your imagination and your palate. It takes only 30 minutes to cook, and the leftovers are even better the next day. You can serve it over chopped lettuce like I did, or cauliflower rice, quinoa, or couscous. You know what? I spend way too much time in the kitchen, but what are you going to do? I'm committed to eating well, and I just remind myself that cooking can be relaxing when you're not rushed. So I try to lean into that and keep our meals simple and flavorful, but not time-consuming. And adding more protein to those meals has really been a health game changer. If you have any challenges getting healthy meals on the table for you or your family, let us know in the comments below so we can share some ideas. Because whether you're trying to get thicker hair, smoother skin, or just improve your general health, it all begins with food. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and until I see you in my next one, I'm just going to wish you a wonderful day, wonderful week, take good care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you again very, very soon. Bye!